So yeah, I'm making this video as a little informational note for my AP Calculus students at McGee. And yeah, it feels like a long time since I've seen you all. I've missed you. It's feels like a very, very long time. Really strange times. So yeah, I miss teaching you guys. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you some information about what's coming up in the coming days. And well, first and foremost, the AP exam is happening. The AP exam will be exam. Sorry about the handwriting there. It's online. So the AP exam is online, and it is, yeah, 3 questions, 3 written questions. So 3 written questions, and I think I can probably say that there would be a time limit of 45 minutes. So this is a standard style AP problem, AP test. So 15 minutes a question. Yeah, and now the other thing to remember here is that they have removed 1 unit. So it's something called Unit 8 has been removed. Now, Unit 8, well, it's not Chapter 8. It's not really anything aligned to our textbook in any real way. But Unit 8, I guess I can summarize it. There's a number of topics on there, but I think the best way to describe it is it contains volumes. All right. There are some other things like average value and average value, velocity, acceleration, displacement questions, but why don't we just call it volumes. So that is gone on this abbreviated test. Now the date, well, to be honest, I'm not sure that the AP, the College Board really knows exactly what they're doing yet. I think they're still trying to figure this out because it's all new. But what I read is that the date is undetermined, is to be determined, but they will announce it on April the 3rd. April 3rd. So we'll know more then. Okay, so yeah, there it is. So the question now is, what are we going to do with my class and our lessons? Well, why don't I say that we're going to do it mostly on Zoom. Our tutorials and tutorials will be on something called Zoom or YouTube, like this one. Like this is a YouTube video I've made here. So that's where it's going to go. So now the information, the details will be on my Moodle site. On the Moodle site, which you all know the address of. Okay? So, yeah, so I don't know if you know what Zoom is, but Zoom is an online platform that allows meetings with my packages up to 100 people, and which yeah, I don't have 100 AP calculus students for sure, And what you would then do is you would go to this link that I would give you on my Moodle site, and then you would you click on the link, and it would install the necessary software in your browser. It's pretty transparent and easy. I think you might have to create a little account. I'm not sure, but yeah. And yeah, I would teach a lesson. It's most likely for us going to be tutorials, actually. Tutorials are an important part of the way I teach the last bit of AP Calculus. So why don't we clear this off here? So the question is, how is this going to work? What are you going to be doing in the incoming weeks? I mean, I guess we can assume maybe the exam is in, like, you know, our official date was on May 5th or something. I'm really not sure where this abbreviated exam is going to be, but yeah, I can't. I would hope it's not sooner. It would be likely to be later. So we've got some time to work. We've got all of April to do some work. So and technically we've covered all of the material in class, right? So we're really done. And although volumes are out on the AP test, I think what I'm going to do is I would like you to recommend you. I'd like to recommend that you study everything. Everything. Like, not just volume. I know volumes are out, so maybe less effort on volumes. How about that? So less effort on volumes, but I don't want you to neglect it totally, because all of this material is related, and it's all, you know, you do volumes and you're practicing integrals, you're practicing so many other things. So I don't, you know, it sounds like they just removed one unit just as a quick and easy way to, or a simple and comprehensible way to shorten the test. But the you know, in AP Calculus, the material is all interlinked, and doing one topic like volumes can actually help you understand other things as well. That's why I recommend in your study practice that maybe you don't omit anything, I think. Now, as for resources, well, obviously there's the AP Classroom resource. If you're on the site, well, you must have been on the site because you registered. So, but there are a lot of other resources on this site, and I recommend, go for it. Yeah, please feel free to use them. For my class, the way I am going to do this is I'm going to give you packages like. I will give you access to certain tests. Links to old tests and their solutions and their marking key. Okay. So I'm going to rely on you to do this right, okay? What I want you to do, it's kind of ugly there, and the marking key. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to write these tests under time pressure. So you're gonna write these under time pressure. And what time pressure means is that for the written questions, it's 15 minutes per question. 15 minutes per question. Okay? So 15 minutes per question. Time yourself, you know, do it for real. Yeah. I guess the thing with this test too is that because it's at home and online, I don't know that they can prevent you from using a calculator. So I think they're probably going to assume you know how to use. You'll use your calculator. So I need you to know how to use your calculator properly. Okay. to use your graphing calculator. All right. Okay, and we've gone over this previously. I know we've done this in class, and I know I've said this, but you need to be quick with your calculator. Okay, you need to be efficient with it. 45 minutes. You don't want to be dallying about. You need to use the calculator efficiently and properly, and don't make mistakes with it. Okay, so make sure you know your tool, know your calculator. Okay, it's an essential tool. So I'm going to give you these tests. It might be like a group of 3. Say I might give you a list of 3. And then you write those at home. And then I want you to mark your own work. Mark your own work with the key. And importantly, give yourself a mark on the test. An honest mark on the test. Okay? That's really important. So give yourself an honest mark. Don't fool yourself, right? You know, it's really easy to fool yourself. Humans, we're really good at fooling ourselves. Don't fool yourself. Early on, these tests, for the first few tests, especially before you've started really reviewing, the first few tests are going to seem really, really confusing and foreign, and because you haven't practiced them yet. And I need you to stare at your mistakes and learn from them. And I need you to file away which questions you found difficult, because the next stage in this review process is for you to attend my Zoom tutorials. And during those Zoom tutorials, I think there should be for each tutorial maybe 3 AP tests that I will have assigned. And then I need you to ask me questions about those tests. Like I need you to tell me which questions that you want me to go over. And then during the Zoom tutorial, I will cover those questions thoroughly. Now, this process really needs to be largely in your court as well. Like, you need to try these tests on your own before I go over them, you understand? Because if I just go over them, I'm just Charlie Brown's teacher, and it's just, if you have not really invested in a question and had difficulty with it beforehand, having me just yammer on about how to do a particular question isn't really going to be that helpful to you. So what I need you to do first is I need you to actually do the questions under time pressure. Okay? Initially, it's going to seem really short. 15 minutes is going to seem impossible initially. But over time and with practice, you get better. And you will improve. You will improve with practice. Just have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'll give you a package of, say, 3 tests. And this will all be on Moodle when the time comes. And then I'll schedule a tutorial time, and then you'll click on the link in the tutorial time, and you will ask me on the Zoom class what questions you want me to go over, and then I will go over them in detail. And through that, you're going to find that you learn quite a lot. Okay? So, anyways, I will post more details in the future on Moodle. And I look forward to meeting you folks, at least on Zoom. And I like teaching. I like teaching you folks. I miss it. And I want to get back to it, okay? So I need you folks to not give up, and I need you to be strong and be courageous. I know these are crazy times, but you need to dig in. Sitting around navel gazing isn't going to do you any good, okay? So I need you to face this, and you're going to do well. Just have some faith in yourself. Take care. All right? I look forward to meeting with you folks later. Bye.